Imagine this. More than 260 acres of prime land, valued at approximately 390 million, a reported 26.3 million tax bill, families losing their homes, and a legal battle stretching back almost 2 decades. That is the controversy now surrounding Cooper's pen in Trelawny, and the latest development has added another major twist to an already complicated story. According to the Gleaner, New Falmouth Resorts Limited is facing a mounting 26.3 million property tax bill on the disputed land. Official tax Administration Jamaica records obtained by the Gleaner reportedly show that the company has failed to pay property taxes for 6 consecutive years since 2020, accumulating more than 2 million in penalties. The land is reportedly valued at approximately 390 million, with annual property taxes of around 3.4 million. But here's what makes this story particularly significant. The tax controversy comes shortly after a pre-dawn demolition operation on August 11, which reportedly left approximately 20 families homeless and reignited a fierce debate over the Cooper's Pen property. And to understand how we got here, we have to go back nearly 20 years. New Falmouth Resorts reportedly acquired the land in March 2006 and brought legal proceedings against people occupying the property in 2007. Then, in 2009, the Supreme Court reportedly ordered 99 squatters to leave the property and pay damages of $50,000 each. But that wasn't the end of the matter. In 2012, then Housing Minister Dr. Omar Davis intervened by declaring the property an improvement area, effectively attempting to halt the evictions. That move sparked another major legal fight. According to the report, the courts repeatedly rejected the government's intervention, finding that while the occupiers may have been misled by politicians, the constitutional rights attached to privately owned land still had to be respected. The dispute eventually reached a court of appeal, which ruled against the government in 2016 and awarded costs to New Falmouth Resorts. The court reportedly determined that the Housing Act could not be used to bypass binding eviction orders or compulsory acquire private property for squatters. Fast forward to 2026, and the controversy has exploded again following the demolition. But now there's another question hanging over the property. What happens when the company asserting rights over the land reportedly owes the government millions of dollars in property taxes? Attorney at law Andrew Earl explained to the Gleaner that property taxes essentially run with the land, and Jamaica's laws provide authorities with several methods of recovering unpaid property taxes. Late payments made after April 30 can attract a 10% penalty, while continued non-payment carries an interest of up to 15% per year on the outstanding amount. The collector of taxes may also pursue the owner for arrears, penalties, interest, and legal costs. Financial assets belonging to the property owner can potentially be seized and liquidated to recover outstanding taxes. This law can even allow tax authorities under certain circumstances to instruct tenants or occupiers to pay their rent directly to the authorities until their outstanding taxes are cleared. But perhaps the most striking provision concerns land where taxes remain unpaid for several consecutive years. According to the report, Jamaican law provides a mechanism through which formal proceedings may be initiated for forfeiture to the Crown where the relevant taxes remain unpaid for 5 consecutive years. And according to the tax office records cited by the Gleaner, this property has reportedly accumulated unpaid taxes for 6 consecutive years. Now, that does not automatically mean the government owns the property. Any such action would involve the applicable legal process. Meanwhile, there are questions surrounding the company itself. Company's Office of Jamaica Records reportedly lists New Falmouth Resorts as being in removal status, with the COJ telling the Gleaner that this resulted from a large amount of outstanding annual returns and that the company was in the process of being struck from the register. The report identifies June Reed and Marcia Ann Chisholm as shareholders. Their father, James Chisholm, was reportedly the sole director and second shareholder until his death in 2021. The big question is, what happens next? Will the outstanding taxes be paid? Could authorities eventually pursue stronger enforcement measures against the property? And after almost 2 decades of court battles, political intervention, and disputes over this land, is the Cooper Spence saga anywhere close to being over? This story may have started years ago, but based on these latest developments, next chapter could be just as controversial. What do you think about this situation? Should the reported 26 million tax bill change how Jamaicans view the Cooper Spence dispute? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for more Jamaican and Caribbean news updates.